And that's something, yeah. You know, I'm amazed that the farmers are still asking these higher prices, you know. They're asking New York prices for these things.
I think we're going to get this wrapped up tonight.
Yes, sir. We still need
Excuse me. Is this where I make my war claims?
Yes, it is, sir. I'm Lieutenant Grogan of the Quartermaster's Corps, the Board of Appraisals. And you are?
I am Pry, Philip Pry.
Oh.
I have here an itemized list of damages to my farm and my property, which I'm making claim for.
Mr. Pry, yes, I'm familiar with you, sir.
And I have here my oath of allegiance and all these other papers that I have to fill out.
Mr. Pry, we're familiar with your case from via General McClellan personally. He's made us aware of the special situation that you've been put in. And I'm going to see that these papers are expedited and that your claim is processed as soon as possible, sir.
I thank you very much. The General is headquartered at my farm, and I'll mention your name to him, and I thank you.
I appreciate that, sir. Thank you.
Well, that was the apex of my evening. So they all go like that, sir? Yes, absolutely.
And you, sir?
Okay. We need...
Samuel Mumma, Lieutenant. Is this where I come to finally file a claim? I mean, I've lost everything.
Yes,
House,
Mr.
barn, crops. I don't know how I'm going to make it through the winter.
Mr. Mumma, this claim is for your entire farm?
Everything gone, burnt to the ground or eaten, destroyed. There's nothing left.
And if you could show me on the map, sir, where exactly your farm was.
Well, there's the Miller cornfield right there.
I see. And if you could answer me, sir, were you present on your farm during the engagement?
Not during the engagement. As soon as we saw the Confederates coming up, we evacuated. It was not the safest place to be.
I see. So you abandoned your farm to the enemy, sir?
Yes, but when we came back, it was Union troops that were burning what was left of my fence rails and eating what was left of my livestock.
So we have no
House
way.
was burnt to the ground.
We have no way of knowing who's responsible for the destruction to your farm, do we, sir?
Probably both sides.
I see, sir. But how do we weight the claim in that case?
Well, it was Union troops when I came back home, and they were eating some of the
Lieutenant
crops.
Brennan?
Lieutenant Brennan, Provost Sergeant.
This is
Marshal
Mr.
Office.
Mumma.
Mr. Mumma, sir?
Yes.
You show me where your farm is, sir.
Right there.
Just on the other side of that hill?
Right.
Mr. Mumma, you realize that it was Confederates that occupied your farmstead.
Initially, but when I came back, it was Union troops that were
Well,
on.
how are we to determine who did the damage to
The house
what?
was burnt to the ground. I just know I need some
Was
compensation.
it put to the
get
torch
winter.
by Confederates or by
I
Federals?
have no idea.
I'll tell you what, sir. Fill out the paperwork, and we'll get you what we can get you. You understand?
Yes.
Thank you, Mr.
Where do
Mark.
I?
See the clerk.
Yeah, this gentleman will help you right here.
This is not going very well, Mr. Wall.
And who are you,
Colonel,
sir?
could you help me? My name is Daniel
Lieutenant.
Piper.
Lieutenant, sir.
Whatever, Captain. Here's my claim.
And
It's
you
quite
are?
an extensive claim. My name is Daniel Piper.
Mr. Piper, this is quite a claim you have here.
Well, there was quite a bit of damage that was done to my farm. I'm sure you know, with all the Union troops that have been down there, I'm sure you may have even been down there.
Is this for your entire farm, sir?
That's correct. Well, I still have some buildings left, and I still have some stock that hasn't been slaughtered.
And again, could you show me on the map, sir, where exactly your farm was?
Well, it's not a very good map you have here, but it's right here. Everybody knows where my farm is, or was.
I'd like to ask you, sir, where you got these prices.
Well, those are market prices in Baltimore. That's what we get for our crops.
Mr. Piper, we don't pay market prices in Baltimore. We pay government rates.
Did I hear Baltimore? Prices in Baltimore? The same Baltimoreans who fired on our troops last year? The same Baltimoreans that supply C-seshers in this state?
Would you like me to give you New York prices or Philadelphia prices?
Mr. Piper.
General, could you
Mr.
help me
Piper.
out? I need to get this claim
Mr.
taken
Piper,
care of.
I didn't see your oath of allegiance in your claims, Mr. Piper. Just where
He's
is
as strong
your
as Union man as anybody in this area. Mr. Mumma will attest to that.
I suppose you'll attest to Mr. Mumma's.
Of course, we're all good Union men around here.
Very good, Mr. Piper. I want you to understand one thing. These men here are with the government, and they are here to help you.
What was your name
But
again,
my
Admiral?
name's Lieutenant Brennan, and until you fill out the proper paperwork, there's nothing more we can do for you. See the clerk.
Well, Commodore, I need to get this thing taken care of as soon as I can.
Fill out the paperwork,
You need to
Mr.
start with
Piper.
this man here,
is not
Mr. Piper.
going well. We're
Although there were no
Good luck.
actual
People just drive on
casualties
the
of
paperwork. My
Sharpsburg
family wants to
citizens,
live.
Settle down.
the property damage was tremendous, and in the weeks and months that followed, disease did take several lives of the citizens here. Although this work may have been trying for the Union soldiers, there was more grisly work at hand, duty that they would probably avoid at all costs if they could.
And you say you're from Washington. You're here to help me. I have a hard time believing that one.
Well,